skimming the surface of self-trust. We are here to dive all the way in. Listen, we can say we are women supporting women, women in leadership, and girl bossing all day long. But the truth is, there's one thing that if we avoid it, we are going to actually continue to repeat some of the same toxic patterns of the patriarchy. I am talking about tuning into our bodies and having that level of trust, of knowing within our bodies, of our innate wisdom, our source of truest, most divine leadership and information. It's where we lead from, it's where we know from, and it's where we create from. And when we trust ourselves to lean into this, the possibilities are not only limitless, but they are life-giving, where everybody benefits. We are living in a world today where we see the need and the call for this. This is a clarion call. This is my clarion call to women to dive deeper into that knowing inside our bodies and that womb wisdom that we carry, the source of creation, the source of creativity, the source of life. Uterus not required, okay? So this is about the wisdom that we carry in our bodies and how to access it and how to activate it and how to turn it on. Because the truth is, and we all know this, we live in a society and a world where we have been so conditioned to judge our bodies, to be frustrated with our bodies, to compare our bodies, to disconnect from our bodies in almost every way, in every cycle that we have, in every season that we have, to try and control them or contrive them or make them be anything other than what they are. So this invitation that I have for you today is to lean into that calling. And I know that initially, for so many people, when I first say that, there's resistance. It can feel edgy. It can feel uncomfortable. It can feel scary. Sometimes we hold a lot of stories in our bodies. We hold a lot of fear in our bodies. We hold a lot of memories in our bodies. And I want to inform you and remind you and guide you to also remember that while that is true, it's also true that your body carries healing codes. It carries DNA codes that are meant to ignite your soul and inform your mind and body and heart and guide you. It holds wisdoms to the path that you are on. It holds the keys to guide you forward, to illuminate that path in front of you. And that's what I want to dive into today, how we illuminate that path for you, how you can build some more trust in it, open that channel and that pathway, the pathway from the womb to the heart, to the throat, to the expression of who you are, the work you do, and trusting that expression of the thing that you are called to do right now, and do it in a way that feels really good for all of us. The embodied feminine has the capacity to transform utter chaos into possibilities, into solutions, into creativity, into beauty, into art, that create more opportunities and abundance for all of us. Traditionally, women have gathered to do this type of work together. It innately happened organically and genuinely as they worked in community together. And since we don't have those frameworks really consistently built into our communities, it's even more important that we go and seek them out, build those networks of women that are doing this work so we can activate each other. Being in circle with other women, doing this work with other women activates and heightens that sense of intuition and of knowing. We activate each other in that way. We know this because when we are together communing, we sync our cycles together. That energy of coming online together and creating a charge and illuminating and igniting the work that we're doing and that information that we're holding in our bodies is one of the key elements of this practice of activating these codes of feminine leadership. And as we've seen today, the next paradigm of leadership is already shifting. It's happening before our very eyes. And it's looking a lot like toxic masculinity right now. And that is why we are feeling so activated. And that activation is necessary for us to answer that call. That activation is your soul wanting to be seen because you want to do meaningful work and you don't want to lose that sense of self in this very reactive environment that we are in right now. And this is where we get the opportunity to create from this activation that we are receiving, and create from this place of meaningful and aligned impact, so that we are not just running amok, spreading ourselves in, trying to put out fires, that we are actually creating a movement. And that movement puts us on the front lines, guiding our vision, guiding a better world forward, fully unleashing ourselves, no more holding ourselves back. No more bullshit from whatever it is you let hold yourself back. Judgment, fear, all those things. People pleasing, there's no space for this. And so when you activate these codes, when you develop that self-trust, there's far less room, if no room at all, for any of those things to stand in your way, especially when you're standing shoulder to shoulder with other women. So I want to invite you in today to a really beautiful and special ritual and ceremony that I am hosting to activate these feminine leadership codes within you, your matriarchal leadership codes. And I know when you hear the word matriarch, you may think older generational woman, postmenopausal, crone era. And that's not what I mean in this context for matriarchy. Yes, that may be your phase of life. And if you are, fantastic. But I mean, as in the feminine leadership, you are ready to take on a role of leadership and influence in your work and in your community. And that is matriarchal energy, the one that is leading and the one that is embedding herself in community, in a movement, and guiding herself or her family or her community or her work in some way. So I invite you to come to this workshop. This is about unleashing ancient wisdom, reclaiming that inner knowing that we have that is built into us before we squashed it and turned it away and decided we didn't trust it or we needed somebody else's approval for it. We're going to activate that ancient wisdom in us for modern day leadership. This is the calling of your lifetime to stand up and be initiated with power and presence and intuitive guidance. This rite of passage signifies a personal and professional transformation where women embrace their inherent leadership qualities and step into roles of influence. We're going to develop tools to navigate today's challenges and turn them into opportunities for meaningful impact, which is really our greatest task right now. This is going to be an exercise in self-love, in womb healing and body healing, developing more trust and relationship within yourself and your body. We're going to go into womb intelligence and a healing activation, heart intelligence, guidance and activation, voice intelligent expression and activation. So 3 are really linked. This is about opening that channel from womb to chest to throat to heart, to really let yourself be a vessel for this activation, to channel your purpose and your voice and the work and the meaningful thing that you are here to do now. This is an opportunity for you to really dive in and open up that channel, to open up that vessel that you are, to activate these codes and let them move through you. This is going to be a 2-hour immersive ritual and workshop. I'm going to guide you to activate these matriarchal codes within you. We're going to activate that DNA and open that channel of your leadership and connect you to your purpose and what it is, what those messages are that you're holding on to, that want to come forward, that want to be seen, that want to be heard, that are ready for you to be in partnership with at this time. I'm hosting this workshop twice. You are welcome to come to one or both. You register once and then you can pick which one to attend, or you can attend both. The first one is going to be on the full moon, of course. That is how we do this work. March 13th at 10 a.m. I believe that's a Thursday. The other one is going to be on Sunday, March 16th. So hopefully either one of those will work, if not both. Go ahead and sign up. It's only $27. I would love to see you there if you feel called to this in any way. If it's cost prohibitive, let me know, send me a message, and we'll work something out. If you want to be there, I'd love for you to join us. Like I said, that link will be in the show notes. Message me if you'd like with any questions that you have. It's going to be really beautiful. We're going to set the stage, white candles, red roses, self-love, dive in, indulgent. I'm going to guide you. I'm going to take you on a journey to meet that inner knowing and see what the messages of your soul are that want to be revealed right now. In many traditions and religions, we see opportunities for it in activations and initiations all the time. I think we see it most predominantly with men, their rites of passage and their initiations into the priesthood. And I don't know where I've seen a church do an initiation for women into her priestesshood. Is that a word, priestesshood? Which is why I feel it's really important that we reclaim these rites of passage for ourselves. And this one is not necessarily one of the typical ones that we see, because for women, rites of passage generally have to do with moments where our bodies are changing, right? We begin our menses, we deliver a child, or we go into menopause. And we usually just let those things happen without really celebrating and honoring that moment as a rite of passage. And doing this type of work helps reclaim that. And I'm inserting this one as a way of reclaiming that knowing that is in our bodies and creating this rite of passage too, where we reclaim that matriarch within us. And this is one of the ways that we're going to do it. And like I said, there's going to be 2 workshops. So hopefully one of those you can attend. I will record it, but live is so much better. You want to be in the energy of this moment together with these women. So go to the show notes, click that link, reach out. Let's get you signed up. Let's get you in that room. It's going to be on the full moon. I can't think of anything better to do on the full moon. And then I'm going to host it again on Sunday. We will still be in that energy of the full moon, but it'll be on Sunday morning. Maybe that'll be a little bit more convenient for you at 10 a.m. Pacific time for both of these. Okay, loves, I really hope I get to see you there. Have a blessed